Hi students! Have you ever wondered how heat moves when you're cooking your favorite meal? Well, that's a cooking process. It's a perfect example of heat transfer. Good day students! I am Teacher D. Today we will explore the methods of heat transfer and discover effects of heat in cooking. Before we formally start our discussion, let's have first our game. In this game, you will look at the four images and guess the word that links them. Use the given letters to spell the word. First, guess the picture. The correct answer is cooking. Next is guess the picture. The answer is heat. Next, guess the picture. The correct answer is conduction. Lastly, guess the picture. That's right, the answer is radiation. Alright, to begin with our discussion, let's read first our learning objectives. So, at the end of the lesson, 80% of the students will be able to define and differentiate conduction, convection, and radiation. Next is to analyze cooking situation to identify what method of heat transfer is used. And lastly, appreciate the importance of understanding heat transfer for successful cooking. So I hope that we will be able to achieve these objectives. Alright, very good. We all know that cooking is not possible without heat. It's all about how heat enters the food and what will happen to food. This process of cooking or heating food is possible due to heat transfer. Heat transfer is the process by which heat energy moves from a hotter object to a cooler one. In cooking, appliances such as gas burner, fryer, microwave, or oven works as a heat source to transfer heat to food. Heat transfer helps in cooking the food. The purpose of heat transfer is to kill harmful bacteria that is present in a raw food. It also helps to easily digest the food. Now, let's talk about the different methods of heat transfer. The heat transfer could be transferred in three ways: conduction, convection, and radiation. Conduction is the transfer of heat through a solid material by direct contact of particles without the movement of material itself. When transferring heat to another object, it should be in direct contact. For example, a cooking pan over a burner. The heat energy of a burner is being conducted or transferred directly to the bottom of the pan. The food from the pan is being cooked. Cooking utensils are usually made from iron, steel, stainless steel, and aluminum. Metals are good conductors of heat. Cooking utensils need to have a well-made flat and strong base so that the heat can easily transferred and you can assure that it is durable. You cannot use wood, plastic, and cotton for cooking as they are bad conductors of heat. These are called heat insulators. You can use heat insulators in a variety of ways to prevent from getting burned when cooking. That's why handles are made of plastic or wood so that you can hold it comfortably. Next is the effects of conduction in cooking. Heat plays an important role in cooking. It affects food in different ways through conduction. First is uniform heating. Heat spreads evenly, making sure all parts of the food are cooked the same. This prevents some areas from being too hot or too cold. Next is direct contact. Heat is transferred when food touches a hot surface like a grill or pan, helping it cook faster and form a crispy or brown surface. Next method is convection. Convection is the process of heat transfer through a fluid, liquid, or gas by the movements caused within the fluid. This mode of transfer occurs in liquid and gases. The convection has two types, namely natural convection and mechanical convection. In natural convection, for example, a pan is heated through conduction and the same heat is transferred through water molecules. The water at the bottom becomes hot due to conduction. The hot water becomes lighter that moves upward, and cool and denser water sink until the water will be heated. This process is continuous until the heat is evenly distributed. For mechanical convection, if you stir the water in a pan, you are using external force to control the movement of molecules, so this is called the mechanical convection. Next is the effects of convection in cooking. So heat affects foods in different ways. One effect is sugar caramelization. When sugar is heated, it melts and changes through chemical reaction. This gives the food a rich taste and brown color. And another effect is water evaporation. Heat makes the water molecules in food more faster, turning water into steam. This helps cook the food and changes its texture. Last method is radiation. Unlike conduction and convection, radiation method of heat transfer doesn't require any contact between the heat source and the object to be heated. Heat is transferred due to energy wave emitted by another object in the form of electromagnetic waves. For example, when you stood outside, you feel the heat of the sun even though you are not touching it. So heat can be transmitted without any medium. In cooking, there are two types of electromagnetic radiation. Infrared radiation is heat energy. You can't see it, but you can feel it, like when you stand near a hot grill or stove. The heat you feel is coming from the grill. Next is microwave radiation. It's used to cook food quickly. In the picture, the microwave oven uses this type of radiation to heat up the food inside. The microwave makes the food hot by moving water molecules fast. Now, let's understand the three methods of heat transfer in this example. Take some combustible material such as wood or coal, then burn it. Place a pan of water over it. Now the heat is transferred to pan due to conduction. As it is in direct contact in heat source, the water molecules get heat energy from pan due to convection. Once the bottom water are heated, then they become lighter and moves up. Denser water will sink, and this process will be continuous until it heated. When you are around the heat source, you must have feel the heat. That's because of radiation transmitted in the form of wave. For your evaluation, you will answer this following question. This has two types of tests. First is identification and second is essay. Write it in a one-half sheet of paper. You will pass it in our Google Classroom and the deadline will be until 11:59 today. For your assignment, it will be also be posted in a Google Classroom and to be passed next week. And that would be all. Thank you everyone for your participation.